good, YouTube? It's your boy Dev back again. First listen, pleasing. So about 2 weeks ago, Tyler, the Creator, came out of nowhere and announced that he was going to release an album, May 17th, which is right now Anything Fridays. Happy Anything Fridays to every one of y'all out there. But Tyler decided he was going to drop his project of 2019 following his what I would say his best work to date in Flower Boy, which I gave that, album of the year at the time. Yeah, I believe that was my 2017 album of the year. And I was kind of just, I felt like that was his project where he was being different. He was being open. He was experimenting with a lot of sounds. It was kind of his complete project. Now, this Igor album has 12 tracks. Really 11 tracks because one of the tracks is only like 20 seconds long or 30 seconds long. So I'm kind of, I am definitely the preacher of one that says I like shorter albums. But 11 tracks, man, that's kind of, that's like, damn. That's not gonna, I feel like every track has to be fire in order for it to be a classic, in regards to Tyler, because Tyler's been dropping a lot of albums. He definitely has a strong fan base, and all his albums has been fire. They've been hit or miss for me, but everybody takes them in well. They love it, and I would say that there's one thing that goes for Tyler. It's the fact that he's a very eccentric, very experimental artist. He likes to go out of the norm. He likes to do whatever he wants to do, and it works out for him. He's definitely a big risk taker. So from the two snippets that I've heard, man, I felt like it was a lot of funky soul. It was definitely a lot of old school sounds in there. Sounding like I was on kind of Soul Train when the tracks I was listening. He had a lot of distorted sounds as well. So I was kind of getting that Childish Gambino Redbone with a little mix of Yeezus. Maybe that's the direction this album is going to go into. But look, I don't want to do too much talking. Like always, been fucking talking too much. Let's just get right to this, man. We got Igor by Tyler, the Creator. Or is it Igor? Igor, Igor. Warriors in 4. Warriors in 4. Y'all ready? All right, the first track we got is Igor's theme. Okay, so this is the snippet right here. I love how it has that little distortion sound. Like I said, that's why I felt like it was kind of like a Yeezus effect. But I love how it has that distortion sound, and just the snares in the background. Y'all know how I feel about the soul, boy. The soul be hit me. Brought it back, bitch? Hold on. What's crazy, man? I've definitely found myself to be an instrumental production guy. Down the line, listening to music. I've been on this earth for more than 20 years. More than, I've already given y'all age, but I'm not gonna keep throwing my age to y'all. But I've definitely been listening to music for a long time now, and I love the sounds, man. I love the different sounds you can put together. I love how a track alone can just be carried by production. So, this track right here, really, Tyler wasn't even really saying anything at all, if anything. And I just love how the different sounds was just coming together. It had a lot of soul, had a lot of funk in there. It had a lot of spacey sounds. It was old school, but at the same time it was modern. So that's why I kind of just fuck with that. Like, if y'all know me, man, look, I grew up on Isley Brothers. I grew up on all that soul shit. I grew up on Curtis Mayfield. Hold on, man. Look. I just picked this up yesterday. Hey, Superfly, y'all know about that. So I just picked this up yesterday. Got a steal for $10 at the vinyl store. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm definitely a old head. Not really that old, but I'm definitely in the middle. So I've had time to really understand older music and understand newer music. So definitely that track right there, man. Just off the start, man, I love that shit. Like I said, it had that Yeezus sound, but then like it sounded like Redbone. Exactly what I was saying. It sounded like Redbone. Having that funk in there, but then still having the distorted sounds. Like I said, bro, if Tyler can keep this up for the whole album, we got something coming. Track 2, Earthquake. I had to look this up because it's not saying the features, and I know there's features on here. I wouldn't be surprised, and it says that Playboi Carti is in this track. Let's just listen to it. Let's just my earthquake. My earthquake. Turn it out, David. say my last goodbyes. Oh, set sail with me. Hey, if y'all know about that Ozzy Brothers, y'all, man, hold on. Let me just throw that. Bruh, that's what I'm talking, man. That Charlie Wilson? Not the bro. Charlie Wilson been making music since I was still in the womb, bro. It's been soulful. This is why I tell y'all, man. Look, you know what, man? I got a lot to say about this, but I'll be speaking to y'all when I tell y'all, man. This is why a lot of people don't like shit like this, because they ain't got no soul, man. They ain't got no soul. Am I shaking my head? Is this nigga Cardi actually producing fire? Don't leave. Don't leave. It's my fault. I said, don't leave. Hold on. Should I try to slow that one down? Should I start it early right here? This slow down right here? Oh, somebody already got it. Hold on. I think this one could be definitely a slow one. Oh.
Broke my finger. And
I was watching that. NBA on TNT. I know that shit fire. Hold on. Okay, this one right here. As y'all know, man. Oh shit. I like to slow a lot of my music down, so if y'all really don't know about that, y'all like to slow a lot of my music down. Hold on, let me first of all, before we get, it's the same thing. I know I sound like a parrot, but it's the same thing. Look, this is shit. Miam the Panda, that's going on that. Okay, that was weird. Miam the Panda, that's going on my playlist, and hold on, let me put it on my Spotify playlist too, because that right there, that track right there, man. It like I said, man, if y'all don't really like soul, because I saw a couple people that really said that this album was by Tyler, they don't really feel it, and I'm kind of starting to understand, man. Like, y'all got to get out of that mindset where just rapping is the top tier of music, because I'm gonna break it down to you, man. It's really not like that, like, at all. Hey, if y'all want my Spotify playlist, y'all want my Apple Music playlist, donate to the Patreon. That's how you get that. Only $1, $2, and then that's all. That's it. That's for eternity playlist, and that's all you have to pay. So if you want to help me with the channel, support that. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna repeat it for the rest of the video. Y'all can go ahead and do that. If y'all don't know, y'all know now. But that's what I'm really saying, man. A lot of people just think that rap is the top tier of all genres, and they really don't understand, like, how soulful music, how slower music, how, R&B, all that shit, it doesn't have to be deemed as soft or feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can enjoy slower music and still be a man. I think that's kind of the stigma that still surrounds that, that you have to listen to hard music and just be this masculine, this extra masculine man. I don't agree with that at all. Like I said, I grew up on a lot of old school artists, and I love that sound. So if Tyler's going to make a whole, rest of 10 tracks like this, I'm going to fuck with it. Like, period. Because, and you could even say that I'm biased. I was kind of the same way with Flower Boy when I told you this is going to be a biased review. I am biased towards this album because of the sound. And, it's the same effect here, man. Like, you listen to all the sounds that he's putting together. While it may be old school, he's putting his little twist to it, and, adding the modern flair to it. And it's like, yo, he's doing all this, giving you the distorted sounds. Because apparently distortion has been the shit for the last, 8 years. A lot of people love that shit. Having that still in there as well. Tyler's still he's not really actually rapping on here. He's kind of just singing, carrying a melody. And like I said, I even enjoy Playboy Cardi on that track. And this is me saying a lot. Me enjoying Playboy Cardi, that means anybody can sound good on Soul. So either Soul is just that good or Playboy Cardi is not that bad. I'm just going to go with Soul is just that good, personally. I give credit where credit is due, though. Cardi killed that shit. That was a very great track from the two of them, and I love that. I love that duo right there. So, Yeah, man, let's keep it moving, man. We got some fire right here so far. Let's keep going, yo. Track 3, I think.
That's what I'm pulling. What the fuck is your motive? Man, I wish you would call me. That's what Tiana. Fucking up my ambiance. Don't drive me too cool now.
Sound like some goddamn 70s Rick Eyes. Like, I ain't never gonna give you up with the Sims hitting this shit. But I fuck with that. You know what this sounds like? It sounds like that Stevie B. That man, y'all know what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me play it for y'all real quick. That Stevie B. Hey, if y'all know about that Stevie, y'all real. Hey, 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 hey. That's what I'm about. Hey man, if y'all know about that Stevie B, get in the comments below. Let me know if you're a real one. But that's definitely old school right there with that Stevie B. Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. This nigga Tyler. If you don't like other genres of music, you probably will not like this project. That's dead ass. I be trying to, man. Hold on, man. Y'all done got a nigga hype now. I'm not even off the Henny. Y'all got me hype, bro. Shit, man. Was that Kali Uchis right there? I think that was a track with Kali Uchis. I know she's featured in here too, so I think that's the track with Kali Uchis on the vocals right there. Get in the comments below, let me know. Because I don't want to look no more. That Playboy, I definitely would have been more shocked if I didn't look at that Playboy Cardi feature than actually looking at it. So I'm just gonna not look at it anymore. So I'm gonna go back to the guessing game. Sound like a Nintendo Sonic game, you know, that bum 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 bum. Y'all know what I'm talking about, that little noise? It's been 3 tracks. It's been 3 tracks, and I must say that this definitely might be one of my favorite projects to listen to so far. Man, look, another thing too is like, you guys say that he's not saying a lot, yes, and you guys may be used to the cockroach eating Yonkers, you know, like all that shit where Tyler was very gritty and very aggressive and very dark. I know a lot of y'all probably missed that and don't like the direction he's going, but if there's one thing you could say about Tyler the Creator, it's that he's very refreshing in every album he drops. When you drops an album, you know that you're gonna get something new, you know you're gonna get something exciting, something crazy, and it's kind of just like, isn't that's the issue a lot of artists have in their longevity, you know, like they just get so bland and so dull. Like for example, in Eminem, top 5 lyricist ever, but and you know, top 10 rapper ever, but lyricist, I would give it top 5 M. You know, he's in that category of lyricists. It's still really hard. It's like 4B, 3A, you know, shit like that. You know, it's a different topic. I don't want to talk about that, but he keeps releasing these projects and keeps giving you the same formula and the same raps, and it's kind of just like, okay, well, are you gonna do something different, M? Like, come on, give it to us. Like, we're getting the same thing over and over again. So I feel like with Tyler, him going into this genre, making a funk soul album, soul, whatever you want to call this, indie shit. Like, I don't even know what you want to call this at this point, because it is, but it's definitely soulful. It's hit me and it's going through my veins. I'm loving the sounds. Like I said, that right there sounds like that Stevie B. You guys know who Stevie B is? You know, it sounds like that's something that belongs in the 70s, you know, with the synths going on and shit. I love that sound. Kali Uchis, like I said, I believe it's Kali Uchis. Get in the comment box, prove me if I'm wrong. But I love how she had, you know, her addition of vocals in there. It's just all over the place, man. And so far, we've gotten 3 tracks that I haven't heard any artist do, at least on my channel, or at least from the artists that I listen to, do anything like this. So Tyler is stepping out right now, and he's stepping out in the right way, I think. Track 4, exactly what you run from. This is the 10-second track.
Just chasing it and just like trying, giving it everything that you can.
Comment real quick on that. Exactly what you run from, you end up chasing. I get that, totally. You know, you can't run from your demons. You know, you gotta face your demons at the end of the day. So because it's like a big vicious cycle. So just gonna keep it like that, man. Keep your heads up, y'all, and keep moving forward and keep grinding. That's it. Track 5, running out of time.
Running out of time. Only spin my head around. I've been looking for it. Running out of time.
Stop lying for these niggas. Stop lying to yourself. And now they rockin' the R. Now you tracking the dog.
I can't help but smile, man, because remember how I always tell y'all, first of all, I always tell y'all, man, I am not the most insightful reviewer out there. People love me because I have great vibes. You know, I have great story times. I'm very engaging. You know, I'm just chilling with y'all. That's kind of what I'm doing here, and giving my opinion on how I feel about music. This is exactly the album that's for me. This is where I shine in the music department, in the music reviewer community. This is where I shine, because tracks like this, they aren't meant to be broken down. They're not meant to be overanalyzed. This album right here is a feeling. This is a feeling. This is how you feel. This is what the music does to you. What part? Like I saw a tweet that Tyler said, "What part of the album? Which part? What part?" I said that like 3 times. I can't get my words. I'm very flustered from that. I'm very the last track got me feeling some type of way. But he said, "What part of the album, you know, did you engage in the most?" Because it's all about where you felt at the time. And like I said, that track right there, if you like K-Tronada, artists, you know, producers like that, you're gonna love this album, because it's a big ass sound check. You know, from these last 5 tracks, it's just a big ass sound check. Tyler's not saying anything complex. You know, he's just adding in a little melody right there and letting the production do its work. You have to feel this album. You have to have some kind of soul in you. You have to have some kind of vibration. You need to just enjoy music in order to love this. There's nothing to break down lyric-wise, all right? So now this shows the different type of listener you are. You're either a listener of lyrics, or you're a listener of sounds, or you're a feeler of sounds, feeler of vibes. This is how you know what kind of listener you are. There's nothing to really break down here. So if you don't enjoy it, I'm just gonna assume that you just don't like these sounds, and you don't really feel sounds. You just need to hear some rap lines, and you need some bars to stimulate your mind. That's all that is. Track right there, running out of time. That's a bop, my nigga. That's a bop. Track 6, New Magic Wand. Yeah. That's right.
Like magic, no spectrum. Don't call me selfish, I hate sharing. This 64.
For real, I hate sharing. Fuck that. How did he switch it up from that intense vibe we just got to just now it feels so soothing. That's the track that everybody's gonna love. Everybody's gonna love that track because it is the rap, and it's something. It still stays into that great production. I felt like that track right there had a climax. Like it felt very dark and intense at the beginning. You know, just Tyler going in, the distorted sounds. If it had a Kanye effect in it, I wouldn't be surprised if Kanye kind of produced that. And then we get to the middle of the track where it's kind of just this calm. It's like the eye of the hurricane. You know, where you know it's very, very calm, very chill. Still very eerie because you know that the storm is coming ahead, but you know it's just relaxing right now. You know, he goes into 20 seconds of that before the purge hits. Kind of sound like when the purge hit, and then it just and then he just goes right back into it. So I kind of just like how he did the 2 different transitions right there. You know, like I said, that's going to be one of those standout tracks for a lot of people in this album. And I don't mind that. Like I said, like I would be okay with him rapping on a couple of these tracks coming forward, but I think that the vibe of this album so far is just kind of that funky soul, that modern funky soul. That's what I really feel like it is. So track 7, A Boy Is a Gun. This is the snippet track. So this is the other snippet track that I heard where I said that this kind of sounds like Redbone. This is where the track I thought that sounded like Redbone.
See, big dog hitting big willies on the 6-speed. Don't shoot me down. You so much for fun next year. Don't shoot me down. Don't shoot me down.
That shit sound like some like Al Green mixed with it's just so soulful, man. Like damn.
The irony is I don't wanna see you again.
A piano,
Stay the fuck away from me.
and electric. That gotta go on a playlist too, bro. I need to put. You know what? I just need to put. So far, there has not been a bad track on this album so far. There literally has not been a bad track on this album so far, and I'm kind of confused and I'm kind of scared because is he really gonna do this? Is he really going to make 12 straight fire tracks, or not even fire, just 12 straight tracks that I will not skip and I enjoy? Is this really gonna be the next vinyl pickup for me? Because you gotta think about this, man. Like this is wild. Like this has been magical, man. This has been a magical ride so far. I'm definitely like, I haven't felt like this in an album in a while. Like it may not be showing it because I'm not drunk or I'm not hyped as crazy as that have been previous albums, but I'm really getting that feeling where I'm kind of just chilling. I'm getting the vibe. Like this is making me happy. You know, we get this track, A Boy Is a Gun, which is probably the safest Tyler track out of the 7 that we got. This is the safest Tyler track because it's just basically an old Tyler, you know, the old Tyler rapping on a beat like this, but the beat is still weird. You know, I like the electric guitar in there. I like the piano keys going. You know, like he had the little crescendo thing going. I can't think of the word. I know crescendo means rise in sound. I don't even want to talk about it right now. I was in band, but you know, he has that going for him right there, and it's just, you know, he has all these different instruments. The singing and the like it gives me this Al Green feel, Shaka Khan. I feel like I just get this. It's very, like I said, I know I repeated myself 100 times, but it's just very modern. But at the same time, he's paying tribute to the old school funk. Like this shit is fire, man.